Hello, welcome to my channel of random things. Today we are painting my Jeep hardtop. Most Jeeps that are like 10 years or older will peel like that, and if you've looked into getting another one, you know they're like $2,000 even used. So, or getting it professionally painted is even more than that. So I'm going to show you guys how I am doing this for 130 bucks. So you will literally save like $2,000 doing it this way. I'm going to show y'all what I got, the materials, the process, and just kind of how I do it so you can do it too. Stay tuned. Here's everything I got. I was going to get the Raptor liner, but this is all Home Depot had, which is fine because it's basically the same thing and it's a little bit cheaper. So it took almost 2 cans to do the Freedom tops. I got 4 cans just in case for the rest of the hard top. I don't know. I might just use 3, but we'll see. I got Scotch pads, 120 grit sanding block, a 220 grit sanding block, rubbing alcohol, painter's tape, and then you'll also need probably a trim tool and paper towels. So I'm gonna get that and then we'll get started. Okay, here's just a quick before and after visual so you can see the difference. I haven't done the back. You can see it's gray, there's bubbling, the paint is faded. These are the Freedom tops that I've already done. You can even tell the texture is different, but it looks so much better doing it with the bedliner. I also forgot to mention, you can do this without taking the hard top off. Most people recommend it. That's probably ideal, but I don't have help today, so I'm leaving the hard top on. I'm just going to be taping up the rest of the Jeep really well so I don't get overspray everywhere. What I'm doing right now, I took the T-tops off so I can kind of get up in here on this seam, and I'm going to wet sand with a Scotch pad just to clean it really well, get all the gunk off, and then I'm going to go back with the coarser 120 just to sand it, and then just to smooth things out a little bit, I'm going back in, with the 220. So I'm going to do that and then be right back. Okay, I've got this little side piece wet sanded. As you can see, there's a little bit of white peeping out from where all the paint came off. That's okay. You don't have to get all the paint off for the bed liner to stick. You just want a good textured primed surface. So you can see it peeled up some bubbles, which is good. You want that so the bed liner doesn't peel up. And then it also took off a little bit of this, which is fine because it was probably worn and gonna come off anyways. Now that I've got that seam done, I'm gonna go back and I'm going to wet sand. I've got my bucket of water just because I don't want to use the water hose and get water in here. But I'm gonna wet sand the whole top of the Jeep with the Scotch pad just to get all the stuff off, clean it really well, the coarser grit sandpaper, and then this one, and I'll be back once I'm done. Okay. Everything has been sanded, rinsed off. It's still a little wet. I'm going to let it dry. It's really sunny right now, so I'm just gonna let it dry really good for like an hour, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to prep it with alcohol and then tape up and get to painting. Okay, I'm working on getting everything taped up. I'm gonna put a bag right here too, just so I don't get overspray on the actual body of my Jeep. But for this, I'm just kind of bagging up the inside and I'm taping the whole windows, and I'm using a trim tool to kind of like get the tape all up under here so that I can get paint good down in these cracks without getting it on the window. So I'm gonna get the other side taped up and then we'll get to painting. Okay, I've got this part taped off and sprayed, so I'm just gonna finish the rest. And if you happen to accidentally get a little overspray, like I did, goof off. It will take it right off. Okay, I've got this side done. I'm going to finish taping up the back and then get that done. Okay, here's a little walk around. I've done 2-3 coats on the whole thing. Now just gotta let it dry. I'm very glad that I did this compared to paying to get it done, because it was not that bad at all. As long as you tape, I taped on the inside really well, so I could just spray from this direction, and that worked really good. I'm glad I did that instead of taking the whole hard top off, because that would have been just too much for me to do by myself. But yeah, here she is. I did end up using all 5 cans of the bedliner, so if you're gonna do this, plan to get 5, maybe even 6, so like $150 at most to do this. But yeah, there she is. I probably have paint all over my face now, so ignore that, but thank y'all for watching, and let me know if you have questions. Bye!